Tonight, we'll introduce you to DeSloover. The Elmwood High teacher is committed to his students in the classroom and on the court. Stars and Stripes is brought to you by Midas, where you'll find the expertise you need to take care of your car, from brakes to tires to oil to everything else. Trust the Midas touch.
You ready to have a good one? Yep. Let's do it. Yep.
So this is actually 22 years overall for me. I started when I was 14 years old in high school, so in 1999. Then I got my license 4 years in. So once I graduated high school, I got my license. This has been 18 years with a license. Honestly, when I first started, I was just a freshman in high school looking for something new to try. And so I got involved in the CYO program, and Jeff Mulcarrick was teaching those classes at the time. So I learned from him how to officiate basketball in Westminster Gym and on the north end. So that's kind of dating myself a little bit, but yeah, that's how I started. And it was, 4 years after that, I was just kind of didn't know what I didn't know and decided to get my license because I liked it. And then just started working freshman and JV games from that point on.
Blue three, player control.
Yeah, so I teach at Evergreen High School in Metamora, and I think a lot of times you see a lot of officials who are in education or in related fields, and I think it's because, a lot of those skills tend to translate out onto the court. First of all, just enjoying being around kids, enjoying the teaching process, those sorts of things. So yeah, I think that the skills in the classroom, classroom management is just like game management. You try to preventively officiate, just like you'll preventatively, try to see problems in the classroom before they happen.
Fouls on white 22, twice.
The longer you do it, I think the game does slow down a little bit. One of the biggest differences, I think, is my style of game management has evolved to kind of allow basketball to happen, and that's one of the biggest misconceptions I think that a lot of times players and coaches and fans have, is like what our role is in the game. And for me, it's to facilitate a smooth game. We want basketball to take place. So if we can let something go and let basketball happen, and there's no advantage or disadvantage, like that's kind of, I think, more advanced as far as officiating goes.
Come on in white, come on in blue.
Dealing with coaches and fans, I think, by the time I've gotten this far, I think I have a pretty good grasp on that. But I think the most difficult ththing is that misunderstanding that I mentioned earlier, where, I think fans just don't know why we're there. A lot of them think we're there to blow the whistle as often as we can. And for me, a good game for me is a game where I don't blow my whistle that often, where basketball happens in front of me. And, I leave the gym and nobody remembers that I was there because, the game was that well officiated.
Basket's good, white 20 on the hold, 1.
A lot of the good officials in the area, and this might be surprising to people, just like players and coaches, we watch game film. We go back and watch games that we've officiated because we want to get better, just like a player wants to get better. And so those sorts of things where you might not think of that right off the bat, start watching yourself, start watching what you're doing on the court and see what you can improve upon. We go home at the end of the night and we have calls that we think about, just like the missed shot, just like the missed free throw, that kind of keep us up at night. And we, hopefully we use that to motivate ourselves to be better in the future, but it happens. You'll walk away from a game thinking, maybe I didn't do exactly everything I could have done for that game, and hopefully you use that as fuel to improve in the future. Honestly, the atmosphere of the game is the best part of being an official, and unfortunately in this season the atmosphere is a little bit removed from where it's been in previous years. But you get those Friday night games where the stands are packed, the fans are into it, the kids are into it, coaches are into it, and you feel like you get to be a part of something bigger than yourself. That's a great feeling.